G'day guys, welcome to my RxY's feature video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about Nrl's Round 6 predictions for 2022 guys, so let's get started. So starting off with that first game of that match, we see the Raiders going up against the Cowboys. Now, this game is going to be one turnout game because I think that the Cowboys have a really good advantage though if they have like what it takes to make a really good win. But since that, I reckon though that the Raiders can make a really good win into this game since it is Raiders' home game at GIO Stadium. But what I do think about this game is like how the way they want to turn out their play. It's just like it's going to be one hell of a game because since the Raiders played at Cowboys' home game and then they didn't really play a really good match, I reckon the Raiders will have a really good game and they will fire up in this match and they will make a really good win against the Cowboys. But I reckon though, if the Cowboys make an upset, that's only a 40% chance. 40% chance that they will get an upset. But that most likely won't happen anyway. But I hate to think if the Raiders pull off a really good win, which they will, I could see not a big win. I reckon this game's going to be one tight, average, really hard game to make a decision of who is going to win. But obviously in this game, I just reckon the Raiders will only just win by 6 points in this matchup. And this game is going to be one hell of a game, but the Raiders will get a win by 6 points. The next game of this match, we see the Rabbitohs going up against the Bulldogs. Now, this game, wow, the Bulldogs need to aim up in this game, but obviously they can't because how the way they're playing in their record of style of match, I don't think that this game's going to be one hell of a matchup because not a lot of players in the Bulldogs don't really think that they want to play footy because how the way they played last week was just absolutely shocking by them, and how the way they want to play their style of game is just absolutely really risky. But the Rabbitohs, what I do think about this matchup is since there is no Nrl Mitchell in that game, which that means Blake Taaffe goes into that fullback side again. It's going to be one hell of a game, and obviously this match is going to be one easy of a win, but I could see the Bulldogs play better in this matchup, but it's least likely going to happen because the Bulldogs aren't really a good team at the moment because they're just not executing properly, they're not playing football really well, and they're just lacking possession and they're lacking attack. So I'm going to go with the Rabbitohs, obviously, for this game by 18 points. This game's going to be one hell of a game, and obviously the Rabbitohs will pull another win in this match. The next game of this matchup, we see the Panthers going up against the Broncos. Now, wow, this game's going to be one hell of a game, but the Panthers are going to be really aiming up themselves. Hearing about this little rumor that apparently Nathan Cleary and Ivan Cleary have both signed a deal which that means they're going to be at the Panthers until 2027. Wow. A mega deal worth $10 millions of dollars. Wow. What a really good signing. And I just have to say that the Panthers, since they have Ivan Cleary, I reckon, though, that they will obviously have a really good coach if they keep on rolling like this. Because Nathan Cleary is just one smart player that just doesn't really make any mistakes at all. So, I just have to say that this game is going to be one easy of a win, and this match will be one easy win. But the Broncos, they will play really well, but not enough to execute the Panthers, and not enough to see what the Panthers can do in Panthers' home game. So, in this match, I'm going to go with the Panthers by 18 points, and this game's going to be one hell of a game anyway. But yeah, Panthers for a win. The next game of this matchup, we see the Seagulls going up against the Titans. Now, in this game, wow, this one is going to be one hell of a game, because I had to think that the Titans, since they played a really good matchup last week, they built up themselves, they came back, but unfortunately they didn't make a win. But going up against the Manly Seagulls, though, I don't think Tom Trbojevic is playing, but if he does play, the Manly Seagulls will probably get another easy win. If not, Ruben Garrick's going to be in that fullback side. But Ruben Garrick, he's not a fullback. He's a winger. But since Tom Trbojevic is out, Ruben Garrick can fill in, and he plays a really good game. But I just have to say, Ruben Garrick is not a fullback. He is a winger. But anyway, the Titans, since they played a really good game last week, they will hopefully play a really good game against Manly Seagulls. But that's not going to lie, because the Titans, they are a really good team. And so, obviously in the Manly's home game, people will, obviously the Manly supporters will be cheering on for Manly, obviously. And this game is going to be one easy of a win, but it will be a very close game. And so, if they make a really good win, they will. So, in this match, I'm going to go with the Manly Seagulls by 12 points in this game. The next game of this matchup, we see the Storm going up against the Sharks now. In this matchup, this game is going to be one hell of a game, and I hate to think, though, that the Sharks pull off a really good win. But that's not going to lie, because the Sharks obviously have pulled off a really good win against the Storm, but they have a really good record against the Storm, because the Storm aren't really good if they don't have Addo-Carr in that game. But since he's gone to the Bulldogs, the Storm are going to be one big team that aren't going to fail at all. But the Sharks, though, since they have Nico Hines and Talafinukin from the Melbourne Storm, this game is going to be one hell of a game, and these two, it's going to be one rivalry of a game, because obviously it goes battle to battle with these two teams. And since that happened, since that will happen, I just think that in this matchup, this game's going to be one hell of a game. And it obviously will. But it's going to be one hell of a game. Excuse me. And so, this matchup, I'm going to go with the Melbourne Storm by 12 points in this matchup. And this game's going to be one hell of a matchup. And yeah, it's going to be one tight game. The next game of this matchup, we see the Roosters going up against the Warriors. Now, in this game, the Roosters, I don't know how to say this, but they are a really good team. And so, really good by the Roosters that they are improving really well. Sam Walker is improving very well. So is James Tedesco. I don't know if I said that right. But James Tedesco, he needs to improve a bit more. But Sam Walker, he's been improving a lot. And I really like how the way he's improving really well. But then you obviously got Luke Keary that came back from injury, obviously, from last year. He didn't play last year at all. He was out for the season, so it's going to make a slow process for Luke Keary to play a really good game and to make him improve really well. And so, the Warriors, they are a really good team. They sometimes don't win at all, but it's going to be one hell of a game if the Warriors do improve in this matchup. But the Roosters, though, I reckon this game's going to be one easy of a win, but it won't be a high-scoring game. And so, the Warriors sometimes... The Warriors sometimes fail, but not really. So, in this game, I'm going to go with the Roosters by 12 points in this matchup, and I reckon the Roosters will win against the Warriors. The next game of this matchup, we see the Dragons going up against the Knights. Now, this game is going to be one hell of a game, but the Dragons, though, let's just say this. The Dragons have only got one win out of the whole loss they have. And if they lose again, they're not going to improve. And trust me, they are not going to improve. So, this match will be another win if the Knights can pull off an upset. But unfortunately, though, since they have lost a couple of players, Dominic Young is out. I don't know who's going to be number 2. But, I'm not too sure who's going to be number 2 anyway, so that's what I had to think. But the Dragons, still no Tyrell Sloan, which that means Moses Mbai goes into that number 1 side of that game. And trust me, again, Moses Mbai, he is terrible. Absolutely terrible. And I just hate to think that if he doesn't really play a very good game, he just doesn't really execute very well for the team. So, in this matchup, I'm going to go with the Dragons, though, by 6 points in this matchup, but this game is going to be one hell of a game. And finally, the next game of this matchup, we see the Eels going up against the West Tigers, my Parramatta Eels. this game's going to be one easy of a win now because the West Tigers are terrible. They are terrible. And so now Luke Brooks goes into that number 6, which sees Jackson Hastings going into that number 7. But still, get rid of Michael Maguire and get rid of Luke Brooks. And also get rid of Robbie Farah too. Because without them, the West Tigers will win. Because Michael Maguire is the worst coach I've ever seen. Because at the moment, the West Tigers are just falling down below, not even playing great football, and they're just hopeless. They are hopeless. And so, they're just not playing great football at all. They need to improve, and if they don't improve, they're not going to play great football at all. But the Parramatta Eels, though, last week against the Titans, they only won by 6 points. But in this game, it will be another easy win because the Parramatta Eels will make a very good win and they will fire up in this game. Excuse me. But I hate to think, though, if the Eels do fall down below, they won't. But they're definitely, the West Tigers will fall down below and they will lose this game. So in this matchup, I'm going to go with the Eels. This one's going to be a big win by 24 points in this game. Thanks guys for watching my video, guys. Stay tuned for more. We'll be doing a couple of videos coming to you guys soon. Also, I'll be doing more videos coming to you guys soon, so stay tuned for more. Plus, leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and for this video. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, take care guys, stay safe, and have a good one. Plus, let's get up to 300 subscribers. We're sitting on 244 anyway, so let's get up to that. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. And Happy Easter.